For today's lesson, we are going to be looking at an introduction to multi-step equations. So looking specifically at SOL 8.17, intro using combining like terms and the distributive property to solve multi-step equations. So we have a couple videos to watch before getting into SOL 8.4a, which is multi-step equations and focusing on the types of solutions. All right. So SOL 8.17 says the students will solve multi-step linear equations in one variable with variables on one or both sides of the equation, including practical problems that require the solution of multi-step linear equations in one variable. So today we're just going to focus on the distributive property and combining like terms. The next video will focus on variables being on both sides and also having to use the distributive property and combining like terms with variables on both sides. The I can statement. So by the end of this lesson, I can solve multi-step equations using combining like terms and the distributive property. So this example here, you can see that we're going to have to distribute that 4 to the 2x and the 3 and then combine all of our like terms. All right, so the strategy, the first thing you always want to do is distribute if needed, combine like terms, and then solve your basic two-step equation. All right, so for the first example, I have x plus 8x minus 5 minus 2x equals 16. So here I can see that I do not need to distribute. There's nothing for me to distribute. There are no parentheses here, but I see like terms. So I have x, I have a positive 8x. You always want to keep your signs, and a negative 2x. So when I combined an x and 8x, I get 9x. And then it's 9x minus 2x, which gives me 7x minus 5 equals 16. All right, so the only thing I did was combined my coefficients. So I had the coefficient of 1 on this x. 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 minus 2 is 7, keeping that x. All right, so now I have my basic two-step equation. So I'm going to add 5 to both sides. I get that 7x is equal to, and you can also draw your line here to divide your sides of your equation. 21, divide both sides by 7, and x is equal to 3. All right, so let's take a look at the next example. All right, so the next example, we have 4 times the expression of b plus 12 is equal to 8. So here we can see that we're definitely going to have to distribute. So I have my 4 is going to be distributed to my b, and my 4 is also going to be distributed to my 12. So remember, with the distributive property, we are multiplying. So 4 times b gives me 4b. 4 times 12 gives me 48, and that is all equal to 8. I do not have to combine like terms because I can see that 4b and 48 are not like terms because 4b is a variable term and 48 is a constant. So I'm going to subtract 48 from both sides, and we're using inverse operations. I have 4b is equal to negative 40. Divide both sides by 4, and I get that b is equal to negative 10. Again, we can definitely check our answers. So you can always check your answer, and I did not do that in the previous problem, but you can definitely check your answer by plugging in that value. So again, using the substitution property or replacement values. All right, so we see that in parentheses using order of operations, negative 10 plus 12 gives me positive 2. 4 times 2 gives me 8. 8 is equal to 8. So yes, b equals negative 10 is my solution. All right, taking a look at example 3. All right, so here is where we can see we're going to have to do multiple things. So of course, distribute. So the first thing we're going to distribute is this negative 3. So remember, we have to keep the sign. So we have this negative 3 here. So this negative 3 is going to be distributed to my 2r and to my 5. So remember, the distributive property, we are multiplying. So my 8r is going to stay the same. Negative 3 times 2r gives me a negative 6r. Negative 3 plus 5 gives me a negative 15. Or excuse me, negative 3 times 5 gives me negative 15 equals 13. So I've distributed. Now I can see that I have two variable terms, which are r terms. So I have 8r minus 6r, which is going to give me 2r minus 15 is equal to 13. I'm going to add 15 to both sides. I get 2r is equal to 28. Divide both sides by 2. And I get that r is equal to 14. So again, I can check my answer. Everywhere I see an r, I'm going to plug in 14, or I can definitely use the simplified portion. So I can come down here, since we simplified it to 2r minus 15 equals 13, I can take that 2r, I can plug in 14 minus 15 equals 13. 28 minus 15 equals 13. 13 equals 13. So r equals 14 is my solution. All right, now it is your turn to try. So remember, we are using the distributive property, combining like terms, and then solving our variable, or solving our simple two-step equation. All right, now let's check your work. All right, so we have 17 is equal to y minus 3 times y plus 1. So again, we have this negative 3. So we're distributing this negative 3 to the y and to the 1. So I have 17 is equal to y minus 3y minus 3. Y minus 3, I have 17 is equal to negative 2y minus 3. We're going to add 3 to both sides. And I get that 20 is equal to negative 2y. Divide both sides by negative 2. And we get that negative 10 is equal to y. Now, a little disclaimer here. I know that all these videos we had integers, but you will also have fractions as well when you are solving multi-step equations. So don't just assume that all of your answers will always be integers. Many of them will be fractions as well. All right, now it is time for you to summarize what you've learned from this lesson.